Happy Friday. I want to talk to you guys if you're watching this video in the future. This brand is the Hercules brand. I just got this setup, this combo kit from Harbor Freight for, it was $220, but I had a 20% off coupon, so I got it for $191. And comes with two 5 amp hour batteries, their latest and greatest impact, their latest and greatest hammer drill, two 5 amp hour batteries, and a charger. So I did it. I did it, Budsville. I am trying out an American tool brand from Harbor Freight. I'm trying it out. I've seen videos of the impact doing pretty good against Milwaukee and Dewalt. So you know what? I figured, hey, you guys have been hearing me talk a lot about American brands. Hercules is based out of like Ohio or something like that. And they've been making power tools for about 40 years. What's up, Sarush? What's up, Budsville? What's up, Jay? And since they're an American brand, I decided, hey, I might as well check them out and see, how this does up against Milwaukee, FLEX, and Dewalt. So I'll be testing out the impact and the hammer drill. I'm gonna get their 8 amp hour extreme battery, their one-hand recip saw, the reciprocating saw. So you guys let me know. You guys let me know if that's what you want to see. If you watch this in the future, hit the like button, subscribe. So let's go ahead and open this up. So not a bad deal. A combo kit, $191 for their best hammer drill and impact driver. I haven't done some tool testing in a while, so here's both instruction manuals for their hammer drill and impact. Happy Friday, everybody. Here's the charger. Let's see if it says made in China. I think this is all made local. Let me see. So if you guys go to Harbor Freight this Memorial Day weekend, they'll have this on sale for $220. If you're their Inside Track member, they'll give you like a 20% off coupon. So that's how I got this from $220 all the way down to $191. So let's see where this says where it's made from. Designed in California, professionally made in China for Hercules Tools. Distributed by Harbor Freight Tools, Calabasas, California. Okay, so it's designed, but it's made in China. So they're probably making it across seas to save money. Who knows if they're going to be saving money with tariffs. But all the tool brands make it in other countries to save on costs. So it would be nice to see more tool companies making more jobs here locally and also being owned by an American company. So yeah, you know what? I'm actually looking forward to trying these. This would be a good budget-friendly option. I want to test this hammer drill out up against the DCD 999 and also the DCD 1007, the Milwaukee 2904, and the Flex Turbo. And then we'll test out also the the impact driver up against Flex, the Flex, the Dewalt, and the Milwaukee impact drivers. So it looks like this clips on for your hammer drill. It's got a little pin, and then you just screw this on. You just screw this like this, the handle, to tighten it, to get it to latch onto your hammer drill. So pretty basic handle. I think each one of these tools is like 79 bucks. So like 79 for the impact driver and like 79 for the hammer drill. Or actually it could be 69 and 79. So I think it's about 150 bucks for both of them. And then the batteries themselves are 2 5-amp-hour batteries. So pretty, you save quite a bit if you buy the whole kit. Comes with 2 bars, 5-amp-hour, lithium ion. It's got a rubber coating on the bottom. I don't know if it's because they're black and gray, but they seem a little more compact than your typical 5-amp-hour battery. They look fairly cheap. The tools, I don't know. Here we go. What's up, Mike? Oh, here's the impact driver. So right away, my initial grab, it feels semi-heavy, just a little bit. I know this thing is saying 2,200 inch-pounds. So Milwaukee only claims to have 2,000 inch-pounds, but I think Milwaukee says it's only at 2,000 inch-pounds, but then it's actually a little bit more. Dewalt says 2,500 inch-pounds, but it's only really in reverse, and quite significantly less than it is in reverse and forward. So Flex is 2,500 inch-pounds, definitely seems to be that way in forward and reverse. But this thing's boasting 2,200 inch-pounds. From what I've seen against this, up against Milwaukee and Dewalt, it's super good. So got this whole kit for 191 bucks, 2 5-amp-hour batteries, impact driver, and hammer drill with a charger. So super budget-friendly option. They're an American tool brand, Hercules. You can find them at Harbor Freight. This isn't my cup of tea because I'm an electrician and I use, construction grade tools. There's a fan-made website about Hercules, and they say like these are construction grade tools. Looking at the grips, I don't know if I'm just biased because I know this is from Harbor Freight, but the rubber pieces seem like there's probably some glue, silicone substance that helps stick these rubber pieces to these molds, but it does not look very sturdy or durable. This thing, like, when stuff like this is in the sun and it gets real hot, it feels like it'll just kind of slide around. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but like, you know, like when something like this is in the direct sun for a long time, it gets warped and it kind of slides around. You ever had that like on like a cheap tool or something where it just kind of starts peeling off or sliding around? Like electrical tape, when electrical tape gets real hot, that's what it kind of feels like. So we'll see. We'll see how it does. What's up, Kansas? Should you invest into the Flex platform? Well, what I'm doing right now is I'm pushing American brands, man. So Dewalt's leading American brand, and Hercules may potentially be a budget-friendly option. These I do not think. I think there's only 50 plus power tools in the Hercules brand. It's at Harbor Freight. So I'm going to test this up against Flex in Milwaukee. But yeah, I wanted to at least give them a fair shot. If you're new here, you know I'm not sponsored by any of these brands. Just a fellow tradesman, like most of you on here. So this is the hammer drill. 1 and 2 speed. Pretty heavy, pretty stout. Okay. Not the funnest to put on. So this, you have to tighten it by hand, just like this, to thread it on. So it didn't take much for me to figure that out. Pretty intuitive, pretty straightforward. So this latches on. Feels like it's got some power. It's in speed 2 on drill mode. It's got a light at the bottom. Pretty compact. Let's get this on the impact. Speed 3. All right. Let me see how this feels. Speed 3. Speed 3. Let's see how it feels. Happy Friday, everybody. What's up, guys? Welcome. I mostly test Milwaukee, FLEX, and Dewalt. I've been leaning more towards American brands. So Dewalt is an American brand. Milwaukee and FLEX is China brand. They're owned by China. Those are just facts. And Hercules is like a super budget-friendly option. They're at Harbor Freight. You're not going to see these on the construction site. But if you're a homeowner, you're not needing the most powerful construction grade tools, this might be a budget-friendly option. And don't let that fool you, because there's a lot of videos out there that show this doing pretty well up against Milwaukee and Dewalt. On paper, it's 2,200 inch-pounds, so that's pretty good. Milwaukee only says 2,000 inch-pounds, and the DCF 860 from Dewalt says 2,500 inch-pounds, but that's only in reverse. So can't wait to try this out, get these batteries charged up, and drive some screws, see where the power's at with this thing. But I'm gonna pull the trigger, and I wanna just get an initial feel. Basic 5 amp hour battery. It's only got 2 bars on it, straight out of the box. Let's see. It's got a little something. Seems a little cheap. My initial response seems a little cheap, but I know it's from Harbor Freight. So I don't want to let my bias dictate how I feel about this thing. That's why I want to test it. It sounds pretty beefy. It's brushless. It sounds like it's brushed. It's got quite a bit of power. Pretty bright lights. That's pretty bright. They're not yellow. They're not yellow LEDs. Nice bright lights. Better than the hammer drill. Not bad, dude. Not bad. So I got this whole kit, 2 5-amp-hour batteries, their best hammer drill, and their best impact driver with a charger for 191 bucks. 191 bucks. So I'm going to be testing out this against the old Dewalt stuff as well. The 887, the 845, some of the older Dewalt stuff, and then I'm going to take it up against like the 860, the newest. And same with, I'm going to take it up against the Milwaukee and the Flex. So we'll see how it does. So for the price, man, if I was a homeowner and I bought this for 191 bucks, 191 bucks, not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. Feels pretty good to me. I saw they have one-hand recip saw. They have the recip saw. They have the cutoff wheel. The cutoff wheel is only 50 bucks. It's 12 volt. They have a 4-amp-hour extreme performance 21 700 cell batteries. They have 8-amp-hour extreme performance, 12-amp-hour extreme performance, 21 700 cells. So I want to get some of those batteries. I just got the 2 basic 5-amp-hour batteries today. So oh, we got some we got belt clips, and also looks like you can put a bit in there. So I'll get those on there. So how we doing, everybody? Happy Friday, guys. It's Friday. Hey, guess what? You guys know I keep it real on here. I got a little story time, if you guys don't mind. Got a little story time. So once again, if you're watching this in the future, I'm going to get these batteries on the charger. I got the 5-amp-hour Dewalt, Milwaukee, and the Flex all on chargers in the garage. If we get to it, I will go do a quick test and drive some screws with this. It's going to be a little while because I'm working on a project right now. If you want to hang out, feel free to hang out. I'm going to be talking about some new things going on for me personally. And if you're interested in hearing about that, you can stick around. But and I'm going to get these belt clips on both of these tools. I think that's cool that there's belt clips. Much needed. So when you can work on stuff, boom, belt clip right on there. So I'm going to be checking out the Hercules brand. I'm going to give it a fair share. It's an American brand, super affordable. Their batteries are a little pricey, but I know they always have like great deals. You buy one, 8 amp hour battery, you get a free tool for $100 or something. So I wish I would have bought some of these during that tremendous sale they had, but I just didn't get to it. Thank you, Juan. So, okay, that's this. Let me get these on the charger. Anybody have any questions about the hammer drill? I will be getting, or the impact. I will be getting the recip saw, the one-hand saw, one-hand recip saw, which is like the hacksaw. It's beefy. That thing's huge. I was like, whoa! It reminded me of the Milwaukee. How the Milwaukee's like super big, and so I was like, man, I wonder how powerful that thing is. I think the reciprocating saw is $75. The one-hand recip saw is about $69.99. And also, they have like the little drywall cutout tool. That thing's like $60 or something like that. I also saw a 12-volt cutoff wheel. That was only $50. So I almost bought it all tonight. I almost just went bonkers and bought it all tonight. And I said, well, you know what? Let me just buy these two. If I'm impressed with these two, I will. Now, I'm already expecting that these are not going to beat Flex, Milwaukee, or Dewalt. But from what I've seen, this is close. So when we're talking budget-friendly options, you get this whole kit with 2 5-amp hour batteries, their best impact and their best hammer drill with a charger for $191. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. You could do a whole lot with this right here. So my number one tool I use every single day without fail is the impact. It's super versatile. You can drill holes. You can tighten, you can loosen, you can do repetitive driving. So I'll let you guys know as I test this, is it at least good enough for homeowners or DIY people to use? So it's an American brand. You guys know I'm pushing American brands right now. So that's why I originally didn't get the Hercules. But being that it's another American brand, I don't know what other American brands. DeWalt's the only American construction grade brand that's kind of for all the trades. Milwaukee and FLEX are China, so the next thing I could think of was Hercules, So I'll stick with Hercules and I'll test this out against Milwaukee, FLEX, and DeWalt. And if there's another American brand you guys want me to try, let me know. That is construction, that make general tools for construction people, construction grade stuff. So why do I test that? It's because that's what I use. So let me get a screwdriver for these belt clips. And I'll give you guys a little story time if you guys want to hear. And then for those that want to hang out, my wife wants me to build it's a TV cabinet with white finish and gray oak finish top. She wants me to build it. I have not looked at it at all, but I'm going to try to put it together right now. If you guys want to hang out for that, you can. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. But I hope you guys are all having a blessed weekend thus far. Okay, looks like we got 2 screws. I'm not sure if they're just giving us 1 screw for extra. Oh, okay, I got it. Belt clip goes on one side. I always like my belt clips on the left because I'm right-handed, and I like putting it right here. Boom. So I'll get my belt clip on that side. They do give me 2 screws. One of them's for a bit holder, which I'll show you guys right now. When I finish this, I'll share with you guys a story if you want to hear it. You guys know me, I stream, go live. I don't mind being open. I talk about God a lot on here, so you guys know how I am already. Hit the like and subscribe if you love Jesus Christ. Happy Friday to everybody else. Cool. So this is it has a little bit holder and also a belt clip. That's pretty cool. I'll get the ones on the hammer drill right now. Let me throw this on the charger. So if we get to it, we can go do some demo. Drive some screws, see how it performs. If not, we'll save that for another day. Let's see how long it takes to charge. So it looks like it uses a steady red light, and it flashes green. So we'll see how long it takes to charge. The time we got, 9:32 Pacific Standard Time. Let's get the clips on this one. I think it's pretty cool. It comes with a belt clip and a bit holder. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining in. Hope you guys are all having a great. It's Friday. Hey, we did it. Don't let me forget. I have something to share with you guys. Kind of a bit of a testimony. A good one. Once again, I put my belt clip on the left side because I'm right-handed. And I like to put it right there on my hip. So trust me, guys, it's gonna be a cool testimony. What is a testimony? A testimony is when you share a story of how God showed up in your life and how God did something amazing in your life. It's a story of circumstance and how God showed up in that circumstance. So let me explain. Throw this last bit of trash in there. We'll be ready to rock and roll. So all right, guys. You guys ready? check this out. You guys know that I've been wanting to start my own electrical business. And so I've been doing like the C10 schooling and, starting the LLC here in California. It's a lot of paperwork and doing all that stuff. I'm an electrician and I wanted to start a service call business, but I started, I was thinking, man, I've done a lot of commercial underground service calls, EV chargers. I was like, you know what? I should probably go work for a solar company, go learn how to do solar. And I did that. And I applied and, they hired me. And I thought I was going to be doing more panel upgrades, but here in California, they push a lot of batteries. So there's Franklin batteries, Tesla batteries, all these different types of batteries. And you have to get certified. You have to go through trainings to be able to be a certified installer. So I became a certified installer of, all these batteries. And I really got to see how these batteries are charged by solar panels, and they communicate through a communication wire to either a backup switch or some type of a smart panel, and they monitor your loads, and they're able to, kick on. Your batteries are able to kick on during peak hours. So they kick on during peak hours to help offset, when everybody comes home from work at, around 5 o'clock or whatever, and they start washing clothes, cooking, taking showers, doing all this stuff, all your energy goes up and everybody's using it. So when you have batteries, you can help offset that by them kicking on. I hear you, Tyler. I'm just sharing a story. I'll be able to talk and any questions you guys may have. So, and thank you all for watching. I'm just sharing a bit of a story of what happened. So I go and I work for this company, they pay me great. They're paying me top dollar. I can't complain. I mean, it's easy to complain, but I was content with what I was given. And, I got to learn a lot of cool stuff. Quickly, it became the same thing each and every day. Whether it be a Franklin, and I'm not going to share the name of the company, but whether it be a Franklin battery or a Tesla battery or, LG, same kind of system, just wiring it up differently. And so I was mostly in the panels and this kind of stuff, more so towards the end. But in the beginning, I was doing a lot of batteries and also panels, flip-flopping. But it was cool. I got to see a lot of innovative stuff. Well, here comes the story time. I was working on a job, and I've been seeing a lot of things since working at this company. And I was working on a job. I'm not going to say the name of the company because I left on good terms. But I was asked to do something where I was running 2 circuits and 2 separate conduits. So I'm running 2 separate conduits. And then they want me to put those 2 conduits, the sets of wires that are in each conduit, into one 2-inch conduit to go underground 45 feet, pop up, wrap around, 175-foot run. So from the main panel, I got my main panel, which is full of wasp nests, by the way. Ton of wasp nests in there. So I got to take all the circuits out of the main panel. I'm going to put that in the sub panel. I'm going to put a 125 amp breaker in the main panel, jump over, feed up the gateway, which is the smart panel. It's gonna kind of keep track of, all the energy being used and being produced by the batteries, and also like, back feeding into the grid and all this kind of stuff. Just smart panel. You can look it up. Gateway 3 Tesla panel. So it goes from the main, feeds the gateway, then the backup loads go to the sub panel. So I wire that. Then coming out of the gateway is our solar breakers and our, battery breakers. So those two circuits are feeding. Those two circuits are going in their own separate conduits. There's 3 circuits in each deal. 3 wires in each deal with a ground. So 3 current carrying conductors in each pipe, and their own separate conduits, 1.25 inches and a 1 inch, and then it goes down and it goes into a can, goes down 45 feet. I got told to run it. And I said, I can't do that. I can't run that. And they go, why? I said, because you have 3 current carrying conductors in one pipe and 3 in another. That becomes 6 current carrying conductors. And in the code book, section 310.15c 1, that may be the right code. I need to have my code book right here. But basically, it's a derating table. The derating table, 310.15c1, I believe. On that table, the 2020 code book, we use the 2020 here in California because they come out with code books every 3 years. So don't get hung up on 2020. And then when they come out with one every 3 years, they go by the one 3 years previous. It's probably easier with building and all that kind of stuff. But the main point, when you have 6 current carrying conductors and you put them into one conduit, you have to derate to 80% ampacity. When I did my calculations for 80% capacity, not only was it not sufficient for the batteries, it wasn't sufficient for the inverter. And I got told to run it, and I said, no, I can't do that. And so I reached out to the design, and we were kind of talking, and they just got a couple people that tell them, I'll just leave it at that because I don't want to badmouth the company. But I reached out to the engineer, and I asked the engineer, I said, hey, what are your calculations on this? Why are the prints showing this? Why are you guys showing two conduits hitting the box and then only one? So here's the main point, guys, because you guys know I'm a Christian. I'm going to circle this back to God. So I go on my lunch and I pray and I ask God to help me. And what I felt the need was to just say, Christian, you want to do the right thing, but perhaps they just want money and they want you to just get the job done. And that's not how I roll. And so I just felt the need to just go online, look up jobs. And sure enough, I found one that was like super perfect, way more money, way more. And so I applied, I sent my resume, and I just said, you know what? I'm only on a 30-minute lunch. So I just prayed. I said, hey, Lord, lead me and guide me. So I finished up all the raceways on my side, hung the panels, tied everything together. We day 2 the job. So we come back the next day. Well, I get a call, and I always skip my breaks. Barely the last month, they've been forcing me to clock out. So I've been taking my lunches, 30-minute lunch, but I usually skip all my breaks. And, but so I just said, you know what? I'm going to take a break right now. I answered a phone call, and, I've skipped hundreds of breaks already. So I just said, you know what? I'll just take a break. So I answered the phone. It's the owner of that company telling me, hey, we do prevailing wage work. Your resume stood out to me. And I would like you to come, the short story, I'd like you to come work for me. And, this is how much you'll be making. You're going to be working government jobs. So you're going to be working prevailing wage, which is the absolute top dollar you can make as a tradesman. Look it up, prevailing wage. And I just felt like after that conversation, God was telling me, I don't care if it's your employer tells you to do something wrong. When you do the right thing, I see that you do the right thing. And because I didn't compromise in my integrity, the Lord blessed me. The Lord blessed me, and he opened up another door. So basically, instead of being that circumstance happened where I felt like they wanted me to compromise. They wanted me to compromise on, I'm a state certified electrician, so I had to earn that. And I went through a 5-year commercial apprenticeship, and I was valedictorian of my graduating class. I worked very hard for that. I put in a lot of effort. I studied the code book, and they were telling me to don't worry about that. Forget the code book. You don't need to use the code book. I said, where did you hear that from? Oh, the inspectors don't worry about that. I said, it's not about the inspectors catching it. There's 2 types of tradesmen. Let's hide it from the inspector, or let's go above and beyond. If the inspector calls me on something, I genuinely want to be surprised. But I'm the kind of person to where I install something, I want it to be all the way code. Most of the times I know stuff, and a lot of times people don't even think about it. And I'm saying that in the sense of, when you know your craft, you know what you're doing, and you're installing stuff, you take pride in your work. If you don't take pride in your work, you don't care, you're a hack. If you're just showing up and you're just trying to do stuff. So because I didn't compromise, I've been seeing little signs here and there where they're trying to make me hurry up and finish and do a 1-day install. I got no problem with finishing 1 day. I'll work 12 hours. I don't care. I'll work 12 hours. I'll get the job done. I did it. So many. I did it. I can't tell you how many installs I've already finished. I've done over 100 installs already. I'm not worried about not finishing at all. But when you start telling me to compromise, no. So guess what? The place that I'm going to be doing government jobs, way more money. And God, this is what I want to tell you guys. When you follow God through Jesus Christ, and you don't compromise on your integrity, you get tested. You get tested to see if you're going to fail. God sees that, you know what, you've proven yourself, and he says, you know what, I'm going to bless you. I'm going to reward you. And that's what he did for me. He blessed me. I just put out a feeler. I just said, you know what, let me just go check this out. Let me just send my resume over to this. Let me see what happens. Guy calls me the next day, super cool guy. He's like, your resume stood out to me. Out of all the resumes, your resume stood out. And I was like, what? Whereas the company that I was working, they're telling me, all that stuff you learn, all that code you learn doesn't matter. And in my mind, I'm like, you're crazy. You're crazy to think that code doesn't matter. Because what's going to happen is when you start shoving all those circuits into one pipe and you don't derate, it's going to get hot as heck in that conduit. And it's going to heat up and those wires are going to melt. And you're going to have breakers tripping galore. So I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And we didn't have to do it. So anyways, I just said, look, check it out. I got a job offer. It's going to be better for me and my family. I'm going to be making way more. I want to thank you for the opportunity. I'm going to be building schools, building churches, building schools, a ton of cool stuff, government projects, some private work, about 40% private work, 60% prevailing wage. And I was just like, wow. So when you're in a current situation at your workplace, when you're in a current situation with your family, wherever you're at your job, it doesn't matter, school, and other people around you are cheating, other people around you, I don't care if your teacher tells you to cheat. I don't care if your boss tells you to break your moral code, to break and tell you to do something wrong. Don't do it. Don't compromise. Be true to who you are. Pray to God. Say, God, do you see what's going on around me? I trust you, God. You created the whole galaxy, so I know my little minuscule problem means nothing. And watch how God opens up a door. And that's what he did for me, guys. So I wanted to share that testimony with you guys because I left on good terms. I said, hey, can I put in my 2 weeks notice? And then they're like, yeah, for sure. Guess what I got? Christian, it pains for me to see that you want to go somewhere else, but I understand. I'll take you back in a heartbeat. See, you don't want to leave and be like, screw you guys, you're wrong. No. I just say, you know what? Maybe they don't know. I hope they learn proper code. I can't work somewhere like that right now. But what I got from people was, Christian, I appreciate your perfection, your attention to detail. If you ever want to come back, you're welcome to come back. Shaking my hand, telling me, hey man, I've only heard nothing but good things. You're always welcome back here. So who knows? Maybe in the future I'll go do that. But I don't think so. I don't think so as far as right now. No. And I just wanted to go and learn solar to add to my repertoire in case I start a business one day. But I'm not starting a business now. I'm having a baby September. So God's opening doors through employers, and I've never been fired or nothing like that. But I know the only way I'll leave a company is if God closes that door, he makes it clear to me, and he opens another door. So I wanted to share that with you guys, because if you're going through the same thing, pray to God, because he cares. He cares. If they're telling you to compromise, if you're working around a bunch of people that are lazy, that are not helping you grow, that aren't teaching you nothing, or you're trying to teach them something and they don't care, they don't want to listen, they don't want to learn, you tell management, they don't care, and say it starts affecting you, it starts bringing you down, you can go work somewhere else. In Jesus' name, dude. In Jesus' name. But that doesn't mean you quit every job as soon as it gets difficult. Oh, God doesn't want me to work here because it's hot. No. We whatever the situation is, if it's in our control to adapt and deal with it, yes. But when they start telling you to do something that's not right, that's where it's kind of like, nah, I can't do that. My employer, I don't care who I work for, they do not control who I am. All they do, because there's a bunch of employers out there, you interview your employer as well. Don't settle for yourself and think that, oh, I'm going to go work for whoever, but no. If you're a Christian, you're a child of God. You're an ambassador of God. God is your father. So wherever you go, God is leading and guiding your life. So wherever you're at, wherever you're working at, you reflect Christ. Yes. You turn the other cheek. I had to do that. I work in construction, dude. Every guy there thinks they're the toughest, coolest guys out there. But so I just do my work. The work speaks for itself. You want to make a statement, be a hard worker and let your work speak for itself. And when the going gets tough and you're there because you know how to do the work, and you know how to put your head down and work, people are gonna see, dude. People will see they'll look and they'll see, oh wow, this guy knows what he's doing, you know? So your work will always speak for itself. So I wanted to share that testimony with you guys. I just love God, man. I love God, dude. God surprises me so much, you know. And you guys know I didn't grow up with my family. I lived with a lot of other people in group homes and that kind of stuff. Got reconciled back to my family somewhat, like my mom and stuff, when I was almost 18. But when I accepted God at age 20 and through Jesus Christ in my life, God He's been guiding my steps, leading me, and He disciplines me as well. I can't just be spoiled and get everything I want. He gives me what I need. And I'm just blessed, man. I'm going to be getting a truck. The employer's going to give me a truck. He's bringing me on as a lead. I'm going to be a foreman soon. I was just kind of like let me come in. Let me see how you guys do things. And you know, he's like, "Have you ran work?" I'm like, "Yeah, but you know, I want to come in. I just want to see how you guys do things, and you know, we'll go from there. You know." And I'm going to show up, do all the work that you want me to do. You know, I got all my own tools. So I'm going to be starting that, taking a uh, little break. My birthday is coming up. I'm going to be 34. I've been following the Lord for 14 years, dedicated, no drinking, none of that stuff. Just caffeine and Jesus, man. But my wife wants me to build this little cabinet deal. Let me show you guys. So I'm hanging out in the living room. It's the living room. I bought 3 of those fans, one for each of us. But she wants me to build this. We have a little stand right here, but we moved that to our room where our TV's at, and she wants me to build a stand. So I brought in my duffel bag, and I'm gonna build that right now. What's up, Harpazo? You heading home? Safe travels. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a second. You guys want to know why I'm a phony electrician? Why do I have cables down here? I shouldn't have cables down here. I should have an outlet up here, huh? You know, sometimes like after you work and you do something all day, you kind of don't want to go do electrical work and then come home and do electrical work. So it's kind of funny, but I do think about that. But with these, this little vacation that I got right now, I can do that kind of stuff. So Ortega said I was thinking that. What's up, guys? What's cracking? I've been bumping my gums this whole time. How's everybody doing? What's up, Sarush? What's up, Ortega? Hey, Sarush. I'm a Hercules fanboy now. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna check him out. A 12%. No, Sarush, it's worse. It's worse because Dewalt is all three of those companies, all three. So it's more than 12%. It's like 20 to 25%. September 15th, Ortega. A 100-foot extension cord right on Kansas. You know what? I should poke through the wall, huh? Poke through the wall and bring the extension cord in. Just pure Romex, coil it. Got to have the service loop. Harbor Freight cord, yep. All right, let me start opening this thing. Happy Friday, everybody. Who builds something at 10 o'clock at night? I guess I am. Technically, I'm on vacation right now. Memorial Day weekend. I'm probably going to be going live a lot. Just a heads up. Oh, man. I'm waiting on somebody to ask me, is this owned by an American company? Here's the instructions. I am 100% an instructions guy. I can't tell you how many times I've seen stuff go wrong because someone doesn't want to read the instructions. Yeah, he shared a little bit. You were saying someone got assaulted? I don't know what you can publicly share, but yeah, he filled me in a little bit. Facts, Kansas. Ortega, I'm not sure. It says made in China, though. I just came home from work one day, and this was in our house, and my wife was like, "Can you build that?" And I was like, she's been telling me she's wanting a new entertainment stand so we can put like games and stuff in there. The other one was more decor. Like, you guys see the style of this table? See it? Looks all fancy with glass, but that's how that one looks over there. That's how that one is right there. But that's what we had for our TV stand. Was like something fancy like that, but we got that for free. Someone just gave us all these right here. We were like, what? So people that come over and visit us, they're probably like, whoa, these guys are, they get some extravagant looking furniture, but got all this stuff free, man. Someone just gave it to us. We're like, sure, we'll take it. Went to their house, and then they just said, oh, I want to give all these away. Would you guys be interested? And we were like, yeah, those actually look pretty nice. Ortega in Kansas, you guys always thought they send extra parts. A young girl, by her dad. Wow. Man, I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry that happened, Sarush. See ya, Kansas. Thanks for hanging out, man. Okay, I got parts inside here. Bunch of styrofoam. Cute little glass framed windows. How's that camera angle? Is this a better camera angle? I like to open the box up, get all my parts out. This looks like this is going to be the fancy top piece. Honestly, I don't feel like building this right now. Pero anyways, you guys are funny. Install cam locks. Do not over tighten. Alrighty. Who's got Trader Joe's? Who's got Trader Joe's where they live? You guys got Trader Joe's? Or is this only a California thing? Trader Joe's. Scandinavian swimmers. These are super sour gummies. They do pretty good with the food they make. Pretty good quality. Distributed and sold exclusively by Trader Joe's, Monrovia, California. So, those are just it's just a Nintendo Switch and a charger. Nintendo Switch and the TV. The other one's a charger that's not even being used. It's just been right there. But we should call an electrician to come out and check it out, huh? That's terrible, Sarouche. Wow. This is sour, chewy gummy candy. A serving size is 5 pieces. This is my 3rd piece. I get 2 more. I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to build this and I'm going to burn some carbs, I might as well eat a couple pieces of candy. Give me some energy. That battery's still charging. I think I'll have to go live tomorrow and do some testing. Probably tomorrow night. Thanks, Sarouche. Yep, chocolate's candy. Hey, what's up, Virgil? I'm doing pretty good. How you doing? I'm going to be building a little TV stand. Man, I started getting a cough today. I don't know if it's allergies or what. Right on, Virgil. Glad that you can hang out and join with us. Yeah. Psst. Psst. What's up, Lou? All right. Oh my goodness. That's why I ate those pieces of candy. Oh my goodness. So many parts. Wow. All right. Here we go. Is that too high? Screw the cam screw into the pre-threaded hole. Tighten with the screwdriver until snug. Right away, I can tell you these instructions are not the best. Cam screw, if you guys are wondering. It just says screw the can screw into the pre-threaded hole, tighten with the screwdriver until snug, without telling me what part. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Wow. Wow. These are the crappiest instructions ever. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting there. These are the most garbage instructions ever. Wow. Okay, D is 2. Let me find D. I believe it's these two. Okay. Wants me to install this all on a soft surface. Okay, that's D. So what it was doing is it was telling me it's kind of just a certain page on cam locks, but the actual instructions start on the next page. I was like, that totally doesn't make any sense. Because it was just showing like generic parts without telling me what parts they were. So we got two D's, I, H, and G and J. Okay. Which I believe are these. Yep. Okay. Now it's starting to make sense. F. Okay, this is F. So that's not going to be it. That's E. Let's see what this guy is. O. P. This is P as well. So D is still out there. I think I found both of them. Yep. E and D, both identical. So D and D will go there. All right. I and H. Okay, this is front. Okay, boom, boom. I need a bunch of dowels. Screws, okay. Got it. Okay, this looks pretty straightforward. I don't want to use an impact because I don't want to split the wood. Cheap particle board looking stuff. All right, this is going to be pretty easy. It's just going to be very repetitive. Pretty easy. So that was I. I need H. That's J. That's G. There's H. If you're just tuning in, tonight's kind of we went over a new tool I'm going to be testing out. Now I shared a bit of a story, personal update. Now I am doing a DIY little TV, kind of little cabinet stand. My wife wants me to build this, so I'm building it. I'm following the instructions, so hopefully I'm not boring you. Hope you're having a great Friday. Hang out, talk to the moderators or anybody. They're still here. All right, G and J. Okay, it's going to be the same deal. This is basically how the trades are. You're kind of confused at first, kind of frustrated because you're confused and you don't like to be confused. So then you go, how can I figure this out? You keep trusting the process and reading or asking the right people, and you see how it's done, and then you get it done. in each one of those stages. It's kind of cool, these cam screws and dowels. They just they kind of lock all in while kind of keeping it pretty hidden. Okay, now I need little feet. There we go. So I'm going to put these little feet on. There we go. I'm just going to fully send them. Full send all the way. One, it looks like everyone's leaving. I don't blame them. They're like, this is the boringest Friday watching this. Hey, Juan, that was like I just wanted to say that was a really awesome time on Wednesday. The Bible study. That was cool. I really enjoyed that. and also the prayer. Thanks again for praying for Sonny and I, Juan. And look what happened. Look what God did, right, Juan? Okay, 2 Ks, an E and an F. There's 1 K. Every kiss begins with K. All right, 2 Ks, an E and an F. Those are 2 Ps. That's an O. What am I looking for, guys? K? Huh. E. And this is F. Okay, so let's slide these out. First impressions of that Hercules charger. Seems like it takes a while. Okay. It's letting me know it must look flat by the door. Okay. Will do. So basically, these screws are for cam locks. So, how does that work? Let me show you. If you don't know, screw it in. Get your other one, screw it in. I call these dowels, but little wood pieces. Push those in. And this slides up against this. Then you push it in. You push it in. Gently. And these, you push these in those little circles. It's a little circle, takes a Phillips head, but that little piece, this little spot's empty for the screw head, but it's got a cutout on the side so you can tighten the screw 90 degrees. So you push it on, boom. Just make sure you line up to where the screw head goes through here. Push it down. Once you push it down, get your screwdriver, tighten it 90 degrees. So boom, we got 2 steps done. Step 1, step 2. Now what? Step 3, we get part B. We get we get an Allen key with 2 feet and 2 long screws, okay? So here's these are labeled 6, and these are labeled 5, so it's showing 6. Okay, that's this one. So, gotta go get those pieces. Here's B right here. Found B. Here's B over here. Happy Friday, everybody. Angle this better so you guys can see. So this is B. We are going to R and R right here. That's going to be these 2 little legs. Interesting. So it looks like those are going to go center. Alrighty. So I'm just going to put those feet on right now. Screws on. This is a TV stand. Little cap with It's a cabinet as well. All right, get number 6 here. The screws look about 1.5 inches. Go to the back right here. These both have embedded bolts in there. They give you this little baby Allen key. It says do not over tighten. I get it semi-flush. The doors are going to sit on top of this, so it's got to be flush. We'll see how that does. If it's not tight enough, then I'll come back and fix it. Okay, that's pretty flush. Yep, that looks fine to me. Alrighty. So what else? E and F. Okay. E and F, if I'm not mistaken, we already did those. And oh, it's these guys, right? Yes. Okay. I hope I'm not doing this backwards. This low key looks backwards. E. Do I need to flip flop this? I think I do. I think I did this backwards. Let me fix it real quick. I think I did both of them backwards. There we go. Simple fix. So that's E. Let me fix F. Okay, now that we have that built, now it's calling for 4 of these. One. Look at that, one's broken. Garbage. And 2 screws. Okay, apparently there's 2 Allen heads. These screws are longer, they're about 2 inches. Okay, one side. Here goes the other side. Sticking the 2 wooden dowels in there. I don't know if you guys can see. But this is going to go in here. So both of them went in. Now they're both going to line up here. Boom. Now I got to put 2 screws. Two of these long screws in. On the bottom. Boom. Okay, next step. It's coming along, guys. Yeah, you know what? I've noticed they do sell some good jacks. All right. E, F, B. Now we go to step 5. Six cam screws. 6 caps, screws, 4 dowels, 4 wood screws, size 11, size 14, and 2 magnetic clips. It's like a 14 and a 16. Go side by side. Okay. So it looks like J. J goes over here. Excuse me. Mm. Okay, I see. I almost did this backwards. Oh, okay, I see now. J. J is here. That doesn't look correct. Ah, I got it now. J needs to go over here. Okay, J's going over here. I is going here. Got it now. I had it flip-flopped. Let's see, C. Which appears to be this long one. Yep. That's going to come into play soon. You guys hear those police sirens? There we go. That battery's charged. That battery charged. So now I can put this one on. That was pretty powerful. What do you guys think? Got low power. Sorry, I thought you guys had your sunglasses on. I thought you guys were wearing your sunglasses on at night. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Yeah, they gave me a little pump. I'm back. They gave me a little pump. I'm thinking about eating some more. I'm tired. My wife and son went to sleep already. They were watching a movie. Now they're sleeping. coming along. Okay, section C. Four, 2 and 2. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's good. They put a little arrow there so you can see it. Points down. Okay. Boom, boom. All right. $16 and $14. They want that to go. They want 14 and 16 to go. It's kind of weird. It's kind of in an obscure place. So okay. Okay, now I see where they go. It's actually very confusing, this part. I don't think that will be. That must not be the correct screw size. I believe it's these two. Yes, has to be. Sorry guys, this is like a very confusing step. Oh, I see. Now I see. Wow, I'm glad I looked around. Show you guys what I'm looking at. It's kind of confusing. So basically, that's what I see on every page. I see all the material I need at the top. Now I'm on this. And after putting that together, I'm going to zoom in on that part right there. And 16, 14, 11, and L. So if you look at that L, they take the number 11 screws, and this little piece gets the 14 screws. So what that ends up looking like is I believe this mounts to the wood and this mounts here. This mounts to the wood like this. See those two holes? This mounts like this. Boom. And this little piece, this little magnetic piece mounts here. Like that. So that way you can open the door, close the door, and it latches. So I'm going to put the screws on the bottom first. I broke one of my nails from using it, being a man. No, I'm just kidding. I broke it with a unibit on an impact driver. It didn't hurt, it just looks bad. It'll grow back out in like a few weeks. What's up, Mitchell? What's up? How's everybody doing? You guys at home relaxing? Hope you guys all had a fun, safe Friday. I'm just building this TV stand. My wife wants, she moved the one over there to our bedroom. So I'm putting this one together for her. Up a bit later than usual on this channel, but what the heck, it's Friday. Sarush, you shot me all down on the middle names. All the middle names I came up with, you shot me down. Trying to get it as flush as I can. That squeaking made my neighbors. That squeaking made my neighbors' dogs over there bark. They're like, "What's going on?" Fortnite. LOL, look. It says, with the help with the help of, with the help of an assistant, turn TV stand upright. It's already standing upright. With the help of an assistant. Next thing you know, Mo joins in. Yeah, he's sleeping. All right. I think he wants me to put 11 screws in. Yay. $11 screws. Here we go. What's up, everybody? If you're just scrolling by, you're wondering what's going on, I talk about working as an electrician, review a lot of tools. Most importantly, there's one thing I can say that would be worthy of your time is Jesus loves you, man. Man or women, whoever's watching out there, Jesus loves you. And I'm building this for my wife. She fell asleep, but I'm building it for her, and she'll have it set up when she wakes up tomorrow. So that'll be nice. All right, 11 of these. Alrighty. So now that is going to go on top of there. Yeah, she's doing pretty good, sir. She's about 23 weeks. Thank you for asking. She's doing pretty good, you know, but there definitely is our baby boy growing in there, so. She can definitely feel him growing, doing what babies do. This is satisfying right here. This is satisfying. See all that? Just one screw for the middle. Some little caps. They screw on. They pop through. Turn it 90 degrees. It locks it in. Shoot. Gotta use my left hand. Coming along. Pretty easy. You just follow the instructions. All right, wants me to put all the a bunch of stickers, 29 stickers. They want me to put 29 stickers to cover up all the holes. 29. $29 stickers. One, two, three, 4, 5, 15, 30. So they give me one. They give me one extra. Is there any on the backside? All right, what's the next step? Okay. Okay, now I got to build doors. Glorious. Almost done. Okay. My sprinklers are turning on. Start with the easy one. Gotta put this little metal plate on the back of the door so that it latches. It's almost there. Almost there. All right. Okay, that's 10. This is 7. There's 8. I see. 8 goes on the bottom. Nice. Nice. Both doors in. I'm just going to put everything in the middle. Let you guys have a little peek. See you later, Juan. Kind of cute, huh? Cute little TV stand. I'm just going to put everything in the middle. All the little drawers. To everyone that's watching, Jesus loves you. Don't ever forget that. Greatest thing that happened to me. Cool. They're all in the middle. I'm building this for my wife, so. Thank you, Helene. See you later, Juan. Thank you, Hidden. Raphael. What do you think? Should I put that tag on the outside? I think I should probably put the tag on the outside, huh? Then again, it doesn't show the tag in the picture. So I think I need to do it this way. Yeah. think that's it. Just these 9 backing screws. These ones are semi-hard because there's no hole. Let me make sure my battery's not dead. Cool, still got some. What's up, Sarush? These last screws are hard because there's no pilot holes. They just want you to just use force to screw them in. right, Sarush and Raphael. You guys think I deserve brownie points? Hey, look at that. The other battery's charged. What do you guys think? Thank you. It's like a sticker here. Cute little thing, huh? Probably can get a bigger one. Cute little size. Sarush, what time are we looking at over there? Excuse me, guys. Had to get some water. $10.57. Nice. Man's work is never done. No, sir. Not until we go to heaven. I think she'll like it. Nice. Grilled chicken sandwich. That sounds good. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, watching. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, it kind of matches the room, huh? Speaking of which, we're getting rid of that. Getting rid of that. And getting rid of this. This couch. Kind of matches. Ooh, spicy. Nice. Thanks for hanging out with me, Raphael and Sarush. Appreciate you guys. Everybody else watching as well. Thanks for hanging out, viewing the channel. Appreciate you guys. What's up, Vincent? How you doing, man? Let's see, what time is it? 12:30. Wow. How long did that take me? A couple hours? Nice. Well, that has a battery charged. Oh, I need to go unplug all the other batteries. All right, Sarush, I'm looking forward to your email. I'm going to go live probably tomorrow night. And we'll do some testing. We'll see how the Hercules does against the Flex, Milwaukee, and Dewalt. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to shower up and go to bed. Pretty tired now. You guys rock. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you, Raphael. Hope you sleep well as well. I'll take a look at it, Sarush. Thanks for sending it. Peace out, guys. Love you guys, man. Have a blessed night. Happy Friday. Memorial Day weekend. Take care.